How's it? Today is Wednesday, December 20th. Just getting back to things as regularly programmed. Today is a clean and jerk day. Last week I was able to lift. Yesterday was the first day I back squatted in 2 weeks. As you can see by the little waddle up there, my legs are experiencing delayed onset muscle soreness, otherwise known as DOMS. I am not typically somebody who is really affected by that type of fatigue, but I am hurting right now. Like a lot of my hip muscles that typically are not tight and sore are very tight. So things on like my adductors, things on my abductors. It's a weird sensation because my quads themselves don't feel very domsy, but a lot of the other kind of smaller muscles definitely do. For what it's worth, I don't feel like my legs are very 100% like at full power right now, but they don't hurt, which is interesting because, like I said, lots of other parts hurt. Um, for today, my clean and jerk complex is same as last week, which is power clean, hang power clean, and then power jerk. I'm going up to 103 kilos today, so that's 3 kilos heavier than what I did last week. And I felt the soreness and fatigue in every single movement. Every single movement, like bending down to get the bar, pain. Picking up the bar, pain. Cleaning it, pain. Here's my 100. It's my last warm up. So again, I coined the term yesterday. I talked about it on Monday, but it's going to be compounding interest, not interest, compounding volume. So ordinarily, if I have just 103 kilos as my top set, I'm not going to do 100. I'm probably going to go 60, 90, and then 103. And by nature of me keeping the same exact warm up and then having the original weight that I did last week as my last warm up weight, I am forcing myself to do an extra set every single week, and it's going to progressively get more and more extra sets. So like next week, if I want to do this again, which I think I will, I'm going to do 100, 103, and then 106. All right, so that's 2 extra sets, and then the next week would be 3 extra sets, and so on. For what it's worth, today my shoulder was kind of up and down. My first warm up set when I was doing my kind of elbow flexors movement was not painful at all. Oh, I failed here. That one was, I just jumped back a lot more than I had anticipated, and it was a jump back a lot more than was suitable to make that lift. But yeah, so the shoulder itself it wasn't giving me as much issues as I expected it to today, which is a really good sign. It was definitely hurting in some instances, but a lot of the top sets actually were not as painful. I mean, it definitely was still uncomfortable. You'll see in some of them that I'm like raising my hand and putting my hand behind my back, but like that one here was fine. This here's my redemption set because I didn't want to go off with the missed jerk, so I did my real classic rebounce into the jerk or re-grip into the jerk with no gathering feet. So I essentially did an extra power clean, and then I made all 3 intended power jerks. Yeah, we'll go with that. After that, I moved into my clean panda pulls. These are not great. I mean, from a technical execution point, I think that they are okay. I say it every time I do these, but I'm trying my best not to lean forward once I get to extension, because if I lean forward at extension, then I'm essentially cheating the movement, because I'm never going to lean forward after extension on an actual clean or an actual snatch. So basically I'm going to extend and then pull my body down as vertically as possible. And that is all I'm trying to do. Some of these are a little bit better than others, but I think the reason why today was hard was, again, the DOMs. So standing here and then kind of regrouping to make sure that I have enough strength to move forward with the set was was hard, For what it's worth, I really like feeling like this. I don't know if this is a sustainable type of training, but I like the sensation that my body is sore because of the things that I put into work the day before, 2 days before. I know that a lot of people have a differing understanding or a differing philosophy on that, because some people say you should never train to the point where you are sore. Because if you're training to the point that you're sore, then that means that you can't train as hard the next time. And so if you have that up and down kind of one day is good and then one day is sore, one day is good, one day is sore, then you're losing out overall. Whereas you could train a little bit less hard on the good days and then have another little bit less hard day the next day. So you would be wasting less days, which I heard about that a while ago, and I don't know I mean it makes sense, but I don't know. It feels like you're accomplishing something when you experience DOMs. So yeah, that's it for today. I think today was a good and productive session, just like yesterday. But hopefully next week I'm not going to be as muddled by this kind of delayed onset muscle soreness. Compounding volume. Yep. Thank you for watching. Shoots.